In the bustling town of Kijiji, there lived a rich woman named Zai. Zai was known for her beautiful dresses and her big house with many rooms. She had everything she could ever want, except for one thing, true love. One sunny morning, Zai went to the market to buy some fruits. As she walked through the stalls, she noticed a young man selling bananas. His name was Jabari. Jabari had a warm smile and kind eyes, and he treated everyone with great respect. Zai was drawn to him instantly. "Good morning," Zai greeted Jabari. "Good morning, madam," Jabari replied, bowing slightly. "Would you like to buy some bananas? They are very fresh today." Zai smiled and picked a bunch of bananas. "Yes, I would. How much are they?" "For you, they are only 10 shillings, Jabari said, smiling. Zai paid Jabari and took the bananas home. She couldn't stop thinking about his smile and his gentle manners. Every day after that, Zai went to the market to buy bananas from Jabari. They began to talk more and more, sharing stories and laughing together. One day, Zai invited Jabari to have tea at her house. Jabari was surprised but happy. He dressed in his best clothes and went to Zai's big house. They talked for hours, and Zai realized that Jabari was not just a banana seller, he was kind, intelligent, and very hardworking. As days turned into weeks, Zai and Jabari grew closer. They enjoyed each other's company and shared their dreams and hopes. Zai found herself falling in love with Jabari, and she knew that he felt the same way about her. But Zai's friends and family did not approve. They thought she should marry someone as rich as she was, not a simple banana seller. Despite their objections, Zai and Jabari continued to see each other. They believed that love was more important than money or status. One evening, as they sat under a large baobab tree, Jabari took Zai's hand and said, "Zai, you have changed my life. I never thought I could be so happy. Will you marry me?" Zai's heart filled with joy. She knew that marrying Jabari would not be easy, but she was ready to face any challenges with him by her side. "Yes, Jabari, I will marry you," she replied, smiling brightly. And so, Zai and Jabari decided to get married. They knew they would need to win over Zai's family and friends, but they were determined to show everyone that true love was worth fighting for. Zai and Jabari started planning their wedding. They wanted a simple ceremony under the same baobab tree where Jabari had proposed. Zai knew that convincing her family and friends would be tough, but she believed in their love. Zai's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mwandishi, were the first ones she had to talk to. She invited them over for dinner and nervously began to explain her feelings for Jabari. "Mother, father, I have something important to tell you," Zai started. "I have fallen in love with Jabari, the banana seller from the market. He has a kind heart and makes me very happy. We want to get married." Mr. Mwandishi frowned. "Zai, you deserve someone who can provide for you, someone with wealth and status. A banana seller cannot give you the life you're accustomed to." "But father," Zai pleaded, "Jabari may not be rich, but he is hardworking and honest. He loves me for who I am, not for my money. Isn't that what truly matters?" Mrs. Mwandishi looked at her daughter with concern. "Zai, we only want what's best for you. Are you sure this is what you want?" "Yes, mother," Zai said firmly. "Jabari and I love each other deeply. I am certain that we can build a happy life together." After much discussion, Zai's parents reluctantly agreed to meet Jabari. The next day, Zai brought Jabari to their home. Jabari greeted Mr. and Mrs. Mwandishi respectfully, and they sat down to talk. "Jabari," Mr. Mwandishi began, "we have our doubts about you marrying our daughter. How can you assure us that you will take good care of her?" Jabari looked Mr. Mwandishi in the eyes and said, "Sir, I may not have much, but I promise to work hard every day to make Zai happy. My love for her is genuine, and I will always do my best to support and cherish her. Mrs. Mondishi saw the sincerity in Jabari's eyes and felt a glimmer of hope. You seem like a good man, Jabari. We will give you our blessing, but know that it will not be easy to win over everyone else. Grateful, Zari and Jabari thanked her parents and began to prepare for their wedding. They invited their friends and neighbors, hoping to share their joy with everyone. Some people were supportive, while others were skeptical, but Zari and Jabari remained determined. As the wedding day approached, Zari's best friend, Amina, came to visit. Zari, are you sure about this? Marrying a banana seller is a big step. Amina, I am sure, Zari replied. Jabari makes me happier than I have ever been. He may not have wealth, but his love is priceless. On the day of the wedding, the baobab tree was beautifully decorated with colorful flowers. Zari wore a simple but elegant dress, and Jabari looked handsome in his best clothes. They stood together, hand in hand, as they exchanged vows under the tree. Zari, I promise to love you with all my heart, Jabari said. I will always be there for you, through good times and bad. And I promise to stand by your side, Jabari, Zari replied. Together, we will create a life filled with love and happiness. As they finished their vows, the crowd cheered, and Zari's parents, standing at the front, finally smiled, seeing the true love between their daughter and Jabari. The celebration that followed was filled with joy, laughter, and dancing. People began to see that love could indeed conquer all obstacles. Zari and Jabari's story spread through the town, becoming a beautiful example of how love, kindness, and determination could bring people together. But their journey was not over. They knew they would face more challenges and adventures as they started their new life together. After the wedding, Zari and Jabari settled into their new life together. They moved into a cozy little house near the market, where Jabari continued to sell bananas, and Zari started a small tailoring business. She was known for her skill in making beautiful clothes, and soon, people from all over Kijiji came to her for custom dresses and garments. Their love for each other grew stronger every day. They worked hard and supported one another, always facing challenges together. Despite their happiness, not everyone in Kijiji was convinced that their marriage would last. Some people still whispered behind their backs, doubting that a rich woman and a banana seller could truly be happy together. One day, a powerful storm hit Kijiji. The winds were strong, and the rain poured down for days. Many homes and shops were damaged, including Jabari's banana stall. Zari's tailoring shop also suffered, with water leaking in and ruining some of her fabrics. Zari and Jabari didn't let the storm bring them down. They worked together to fix their home and shops, helping their neighbors as well. Jabari used what little savings they had to repair his store, while Zari worked day and night to save as much of her fabric as she could and make new clothes for her customers. Seeing their determination, the people of Kijiji began to change their minds. They saw how Zari and Jabari helped others even when they were struggling themselves. Slowly, the whispers of doubt turned into words of admiration. One evening, as they sat by the fireplace, Jabari looked at Zari and said, "You know, I think we should do something more to help our community. Maybe we could start a small school for the children who cannot afford to go to school." Zari's eyes lit up. "That's a wonderful idea, Jabari. Education is so important. Let's do it." They shared their idea with the townspeople, who were excited and supportive. Everyone pitched in, donating materials, time, and money to build the school. Zari and Jabari worked tirelessly, organizing everything and even teaching some classes themselves. The school became a symbol of hope and unity in Kijiji. Children who had never had the chance to learn before were now reading, writing, and dreaming of bright futures. Zari and Jabari's efforts brought the community closer together, showing that love and hard work could make a real difference. As the years passed, Zari and Jabari continued to thrive. Their businesses grew, their school flourished, and their love remained as strong as ever. They had 3 children, who learned from their parents the values of kindness, perseverance, and love. One evening, as the sun set over Kijiji, Zai and Jabari sat under the baobab tree where they had exchanged their vows years ago. They watched their children play and felt a deep sense of gratitude. "Jabari, look at what we've built together," Zai said, leaning her head on his shoulder. "I couldn't have asked for a better life." Jabari smiled and held her hand. "And it's only the beginning, Zai. There are still so many adventures ahead." And so, Zai and Jabari continued to live their lives, facing every challenge and celebrating every joy together. Their love story became a legend in Kijiji, inspiring future generations to believe in the power of love and the beauty of a united community. Years passed, and the little school that Zai and Jabari had started grew into a large, respected institution. The children who attended the school went on to achieve great things, always remembering the love and dedication of Zai and Jabari. One day, the president of the country visited Kijiji. He had heard of the remarkable couple and their contributions to the community. The president decided to honor them with a special award for their service and dedication. At a grand ceremony, with the entire town gathered, the president called Zai and Jabari to the stage. "Zai and Jabari," he said, "you have shown us all that true love and hard work can change the world. You have not only built a beautiful family but also a stronger community. For your selflessness and your tireless efforts, it is my honor to present you with the National Medal of Service." The crowd erupted in applause as Zai and Jabari accepted the medal, tears of joy in their eyes. They looked at each other and knew that everything they had done together. They had turned their love into something that had touched countless lives. That evening, as they returned home, Zai and Jabari sat once more under the old baobab tree. The stars twinkled above, and the cool breeze carried the sound of laughter from the town they loved so dearly. "Jabari," Zai whispered, "we've come so far. I never imagined our love story would become something so much bigger than us." Jabari smiled, holding her hand. "Zai, our love has always been special. We've faced every challenge together, and we've built a life filled with happiness and meaning. I wouldn't change a thing." As they sat there, surrounded by the love of their family and the community they had helped shape, Zai and Jabari knew that their story was indeed a legend. It was a story that would be told for generations, a testament to the power of love, perseverance, and the beauty of a life well lived. And so, under the vast African sky, Zai and Jabari lived out their days, their hearts forever intertwined, leaving a legacy of love and kindness that would never be forgotten.